us. So how do we know if someone's there? Is someone watching us? Is anyone watching us?
Well, if they're in viewers, then yeah.
So, basically, if no one's watching us, and this isn't being recorded, then we're basically just playing together.
Yeah, but that would be fun, wouldn't it? That would be
I suppose that's okay.
Jolly good time.
Is anyone actually here? I would have no idea.
Well, I'm going to tweet about it right now, so...
I'm going to write, hello.
Why don't you write on Twitter?
My ticket to Meme Land. Yeah, I retweeted your tweet. Please, hold on, my keyboard is like underneath my monitor because I got this stupid synthesizer. Please watch our stream at the Stevie grant. I don't really know what the stream is.
Wait, let me do my tweet and then you can put the tweet in.
It's out of pity.
Watch it out of pity. Watch it if you think we're cool.
I don't know. I think the synthesizer might just get in the way.
No, I like the synthesizer. I think it's cool.
Okay.
Do it now. Do some of it. Go ow, 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 ow.
What kind of sound do you want?
Like futuristic.
Like that.
Yeah, like that. Like that sounds like a robot ghost fart.
Ooh.
That one's a bit squishy.
Okay, that's enough. Is anyone watching our stream yet? I can't believe I'm 45 minutes late. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Okay, let's play some Alone in the Dark.
Yeah, but wait. If it's not being recorded and nobody watches it, what's the point?
Well,
you got to record it.
Well,
you got to figure out how do you record it. If we had a listener, a watcher, a viewer, whatever, they would be able to tell us.
Right, I've got the sweet sounds of Alone in the Dark. Can you see the game?
Nope. I can see a black screen.
You should be seeing the menu screen anytime soon.
Nope. Nope. Because there's synthesizers here, my microphone...
No, it's on. I'm looking at it on my phone.
What? Am I on the wrong... Chuckle-Bits Live?
Yeah, twitch.tv/Chuckle-Bits Live. I'm going to turn the audio.
I'll just reload it. I'll reload it. I watched Jackass 4 in the cinema on Saturday.
Oh, how was it?
It was good. It was fun. I liked it a lot. I've never seen one of them in the cinema before, so it was a new experience. And it kind of reminded me of us because they're all in their 50s now. Like, they're legitimately old. And we're old, and we're trying to do this. And I can see the menu now. Oh, it is so inglorious 240p. It's probably as good as my copper wire internet can handle.
Okay, right. Well, I don't know why, but it gets funny whenever I press display. So now it's gone out of the game, but I'll go back into it.
I can see you. You're still going through the menu, but I can imagine there's quite a delay in what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
What you're saying.
At the moment, I'm trying to get the game back on because it crashed. You'll see me click the display button and then the screen will go black.
Yeah. I just saw that. So, uh-oh, that's not good. We need a happy chord.
So I'll put this on. Are you going to be like the DJ who puts on the sound effects? Why is it not playing Alone in the Dark now? Okay. Category, I think I'll put horror. Oh no. The game has crashed now. What do you see on the Twitch screen now?
BRB, lol. Good one.
Okay. Steam was unable to sync your files of the Steam output. What?
Is this the new Radiohead song?
Yeah, do a bit of Radiohead. Okay. Oh, did the game play or not? Hey, okay, I got it back playing. Just need to turn down the music again. Okay. Okay, right, so I'm all ready now. It should be... Oh, no, wait, I need to... Should be seeing the menu right now. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just fucking about on the synthesizer.
Oh,
the
okay.
synthesizer as well, lad.
Yeah, it's good. I'm just trying to... Oh, wait. Is it streaming Alone in the Dark now? Oh, I had it before. Oh! Oh, wait, I got it.
Like my spooky song.
But is it as spooky as Alone in the Dark 2008?
For the PS3? No.
Okay, I've got it.
That was a homage. That was my homage.
On the screen, what can you see right now? You should be able to see...
I can see Edward Carnby's little face in the corner.
Oh, you even know his name! How cute!
Of course, I pay attention.
Oh god, right. Well, we're gonna start this game.
You're gonna start from the beginning. Nobody's watching.
It
Are
doesn't...
you recording this?
Yes, I am. I pressed the button that says record. So
that way I can watch it. Then I can watch it in the future.
Okay, but
that would be nice.
But are you ready, Michael?
Otherwise, what's the point?
Right. So I'm playing with my Nintendo Switch controller. I don't know how that'll work out for me because I don't think this game has support for it. So I might just have to end up switching to other controls.
I'm gonna tweet it again. Do it. Watch the stream. There we go. At Stevie Grant. The Stevie Grant. This is how we get famous, is it?
Yeah, this is how we get famous, like PewDiePie. Right, PewDiePies. Yeah. Okay. So just don't worry about that. Let's just worry about Alone in the Dark for now. Are you ready to again re-enter this world, Michael?
Am I ready to once again be alone in the... I can hear your voice. Why is that happening? I have been alone in the dark, and now I'm going to be alone in the dark with you. So we'll be together in the dark at Stevie Grant.
Okay. So I wanted to test if both our voices were coming through. They are, and they are. Brilliant. So we're all set.
But okay.
Doesn't matter.
We're all set.
We'll work it out, and things will get better as weeks go on. This is our first time streaming. Be kind to us, viewers, please. Please and
together in the dark. This is the special Chuckle-Bits Together in the Dark stream. Just get on with it. Press me.
Okay. I can just skip to the end, though.
No, don't. You can't.
Right, new game.
Do I need to be able to hear the game?
You've already played the game.
Can you hear the game?
Yes. And there are subtitles, I assume. Wait, what? The game's just... I tried to... Oh, fuck. Michael, it's gone. Are you still there? Hello?
Hang on, can you not hear my cool tunes?
No, Alone in the Dark just crashed. Right.
That was the mysterious and cryptic power of Alone in the Dark coming through your speakers.
Right, it crashed again, Michael.
Do you think it's compatible with Windows 10? Maybe you need to download some third-party mods. Maybe you should draw a picture of Microsoft Paint of Alone in the Dark, and I'll look for Windows 10 patches for Alone in the Dark. I can't believe you paid full price.
Oh, don't do that tone with me. Oh, this is a disaster. Oh, should we stop streaming? Should we stop streaming?
What would we do instead? Record another podcast?
No. Try and get Alone in the Dark working.
I think you need a refund. Alone in the Dark, Windows 10. I'm assuming you're using Windows 10. You might be using Windows 95.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're a bit of a hipster like that, aren't you?
I'm not a hipster.
You're not a hipster?
Maybe.
People call me a hipster, you know. Some people think I'm a hipster.
Why?
I think it's purely because I have a beard. I think it's because I've got a beard and I wear glasses.
You also have a moustache.
Well, yeah, you can't just have a beard and not a moustache.
You could just have a beard.
No.
It'd look a bit odd. I think it'd look fun, actually.
Well, you can try it yourself, can't you?
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to look like a blonde Abraham Lincoln, that's what.
No, I like having a curly moustache.
Yeah. Do you have a beard or just a moustache?
No, I have a bit of a beard.
Let's have a look. You have to modify the game or run it in a virtual machine. Oof. Looks like it's going to be some legwork to get this game working. Oof.
Are you joking?
No. Game crashes when accessing settings on Windows 7 or updated Windows 10. Issues. Menu not shown after changing resolution. Game crashes when accessing settings. Oh, yeah. This is if you have a video card with more than 1 gigabyte of RAM, the game crashes.
Are you kidding me?
No,
So it's not even a streaming problem. If I tried to do this anyway, it would just crash.
Game won't start on Windows 10. Most modern desktop recording solutions aren't compatible with the game, so close any recording or streaming programs. Are you stuck with a game you can't even play? That's the true curse of Alone in the Dark.
So I can't play Alone in the Dark, basically.
I mean, I think if you Google it enough and like find a patch, there does seem to be patches, but like that's not something we want to do right now. Is anyone what's this? Zero Ranger?
Yeah, I'm just gonna play. Let's play Zero Ranger instead.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Tell me about Zero Ranger.
It's an indie shmup game with some really interesting.
What? It's an indie game because you're a little hipster boy.
I'm not a little hipster boy, right?
Little hipster boy, little hipster. Okay. I need a more friendly sound.
It's got really good music. This game, you can probably hear a little.
Yeah, I've got really good music here as well. Oh, that's not it.
And you can look at how good I am at this game. It's actually a very difficult game.
Sound like the Venga Boys.
Because you think I'm rubbish at gay. Oh, shit. As soon as I said that, I started getting hit, Michael. I'm going to do a cheeky reset.
Can you hear my cool synthesizer?
If
you can't hear my synthesizer, you want more?
Do more synthesizer, Bono. Hey, this is not a good, nice song.
Stevie's a hipster boy. With his spaceship. Oh.
It's a good game. Look, you'll like it if you watch it.
I've been trying to get into shooters.
Then watch this.
I'm really bad at them.
This is a really good one. You can watch it.
I've been trying to get into them because there's a cool arcade in the town I live in, and I don't mean like the kind of arcade you get in the cinema, some rubbish arcade. No, it's a legitimate one. You pay a flat fee to get in, and all the games are on free play, right? And they've got a whole floor. You know, they got all these shooters, and I'm so bad at them.
Oh, they got Time Crisis 2.
They've got Time Crisis 2. They got Time Crisis 1.
They got House of the Dead 4.
I think they got House of the Dead 3.
Oh, House of the Dead 4 is the best one.
I think they got House of the Dead 3. They got the Luigi's Mansion arcade machine.
What? I've only seen that at Fort Park.
Well, you can play it as much as you like. There are loads of cool games.
Have they got the 4-player Pac-Man game? I loved that.
Yeah, they got the 4-player.
Are you joking? Oh, where are you? I want to come up. I want to come up and play it.
They got Point Blank. And
I love Point Blank.
Me too. They've got lots of shooters.
Have they got the one that was like a riverboat?
Tubin.
I forget what it was called, but you were in like a riverboat.
A riverboat, as opposed to what? A seaboat?
I don't know. Whatever you'd think.
So, what the hell's a riverboat?
A boat that goes down the river? How's that not? What do you mean? It's not weird. A riverboat's a thing people have heard of.
I've been trying to get into shooters, and they're hard, man. Like, I think because a lot of modern ones just go for the bullet hell thing, and it seems really. Where do you even begin? But you're playing pretty well. Now, I want to know what your tips are because I've been playing a lot of older, like Mega Drive era shooters that have less in the way of bullet helly kind of patterns and things to memorize. So, what are your tips for getting into shmups, Stevie Grant?
Is I would guess kind of look at where you are on the screen and your sort of field of you like your hitbox, like because usually you have your sprite, but your hitbox is usually really tiny, and so if you concentrate on that and just how to maneuver that out of bullets, you'll usually be all right. Just keep your eye on your hitbox.
So, don't get hit by bullets.
No, it's keep your eye on yourself. No, it's keep your eye on yourself.
I thought you were supposed to look at the bullets and not at yourself.
No, well, I don't know. I've never heard that advice.
Do you have to memorize it? Do you have to memorize entire games?
No.
Because that sounds boring.
No, you don't. Just look. Have you played Ikaruga?
Yeah, but
that's a good one. I love Ikaruga though. It's fun.
I love it too, but it's hard. It's
I love how inventive it is.
I don't think I could ever beat that game on one credit. I think it would be impossible for me to do that.
I mean, you should get it on Nintendo Switch because then you can play it as much as you like wherever as you like.
I could. Yeah, I could. I could. I have it on PC. I just don't play on the PC that much. I have shooters, shmups as people call them, but I get frustrated very easily. You know. It's not my forte, but I feel like it's an untapped genre that has just passed me by completely over the decades. And there's so much cool mechanics and graphics and music, and it just really fascinates me. But I find it quite inaccessible. You know, where do you start? You know, I remember on the Xbox 360, I bought Death Smiles.
I love Death Smiles.
I love Death Smiles, but it's hard. If you're not into those kind of games and you start playing them, they make you feel really rubbish because they're really, really difficult. You think, how on earth am I ever supposed to dodge all these bullets? And I know people can, and you can watch them do it on YouTube, but it's not a very accessible genre. But it's cool. I love Death Smiles. It looks cool. It sounds cool. I love the theme of it, the sort of Lolita witch kind of theme going on. I enjoy that. It's fun, but actually playing it's hard. Wow. And it's a bit demoralizing. So what say you, Stevie Grant?
Just get better at them.
Oh, get good.
Get good. No, if you just the more just like anything, the more you play, the better that you get at them. I was never that good at this game, but I can get pretty far into it now. I mean, I'm not doing that well on this go, but
well, that's of course you're talking to me, but is it fun?
It's very fun. I mean, you can watch it, look at some of the bosses if you see, look at some of the things that they do. This area is a pretty fun one.
So how did you find out about this game?
I'm not sure now, but I was looking up a bunch of indie games, indie shmups, and there was this, and there was also another one which I'll show later. With time, I'll show that one. Quite fun. And yeah, there are a couple that are on sale in Steam sale, so I got them. Zero Ranger is actually quite cheap, I think. I'd recommend it. It's very good, except I don't like... Okay, it's a lot like the game... A lot of people also compare this game to Nier Replicant. No, not Replicant. Nier Automata. People compare this game to.
Nier Automata.
Automata, yeah. And you've played that game, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. I absolutely fell in love with it. I'd say it was as near to life-changing as a game could probably be for me. It was a quite special, very special game.
Well, that's just because you like looking up 2B skirt, isn't it?
See, that's a whole different discussion, really. That's something I kind of want to talk about on a podcast with you at some point.
Do you think her sexiness negates a lot of what the game is trying to say?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe it's difficult, really. The Forbidden Planet in town has started selling 18 plus manga, right? And they have them in the shop window, and a lot of these manga are about high school girls, right? Just looking at the covers, high school girls. And I don't know. I used to think that, people should be free to explore their sexuality and stuff, but there's certain things where I just think, I don't know what point I'm trying to make live on the internet, but I don't know if I'm getting old and prudish.
No.
But yeah,
What, for
I
not
like
being
to-
freaked out by something that had a teenage girl on it in a sexualized position?
I've been to Japan, right? I've been to Japan, and I've been to shops, and in a lot of shops, it doesn't necessarily have to be a gaming shop, could just be a supermarket. You'll find curtains that say 18 plus or something on them. And you go behind the curtains, and you'll see stuff that you'll never see in this country. You'll see stuff that if you were to buy it in this country, you would go to jail or you would be on the sex offenders list. For real, I've walked into shops in Japan and seen things that are very suspicious. Now, I'm not talking about legitimate child pornography. I'm talking about figurines. I'm talking about manga. I'm talking about anime-looking video games. But, I was quite shocked at some of the stuff I saw. I would say it was child pornography. Now, what that's got to do with Nier Automata, I don't actually know.
And what's that got to do with this game? There's nothing.
I saw manga that wasn't of that particular caliber of discomfort, but it was in the window of Forbidden Planet, and I just think
I was asking essentially, does 2B sexiness in actually, let's just have this. Do you know what I think this stream would be good? We should just do conversations, and if people want to listen to us, they can.
But then we might as well just record it as a podcast.
No, just fuck it, because then we got to put it out and stuff. Let's do this, and we'll see over time if we get any listeners. That's how these. That's how these things work. It's the first time we've done this. We can't expect tons of people the first time. Besides, actually,
I am.
There's
I'm really paranoid. I'm really paranoid. I'm gonna say something stupid that'll.
I have a friend who has a podcast that's it's called Your Gay Agenda, and I'm thinking of going on it and plugging all of our stuff at the end of it.
We don't have any stuff.
This stream and everything and all that is what I was going to do. That's what I'm saying. I can self-promote. I'm going to do some self-promotion for this stream.
So what is this stream then?
Just us talking. Anyway, so this game is like Nier Automata. I'll tell you about that later. But Nier Automata, both like the game. But a question I'd like to ask you is, do you think 2B sexiness negates some of the point of the game?
I want to say that I like her character design. Just visually, I think it's a very bold, striking design. Quite like it. I have a problem in games, or media in general, but this is a particular problem in video games, where there's a female character, always a female character who is designed in a sexually appealing way, in a way that's designed to titillate me, basically, as a straight dude, and they'll have really big breasts, or their arse will be shown, or you know what I mean. We've seen it before many, many, many times, and I can't stand it when that is features in a game, and the character and the people around that character don't question it or mention it at all. I find that it feels a bit sordid, because it really breaks the illusion. Like, imagine you've got a female character who's like super sexy and is surrounded by male characters who I'm supposed to identify with, again, because most video game male characters are straight white guys. But they never comment on the fact that there's a woman wearing a ridiculous skimpy outfit or a battle bikini or whatever. No one seems to notice. That really annoys me. It's somewhat similar with Nier. However, in the world of Nier Automata, everyone's like that anyway. You've just got all these androids are all designed like that. So, in a strange way, I feel the design of 2B fits the world that she's in. But when she climbs up a ladder and the camera goes right up her arsehole, I do kind of groan a bit. I'm like, But I don't think it didn't really... it didn't take anything away from the game for me. Not Nier. Other games, that's been a problem, but not Nier. I think Nier is what it is, and it has such a strong sense of authorship about it that I kind of I could feel... Who's the chap? Yoko Taro.
Yeah.
I know that he decided that 2B would look that way, and it wasn't quite creepy enough to put me off the game. Not at all. I don't know. I kind of give it a free pass, and I don't know why.
I mean, sometimes these things are creepy enough to put me off the game. Like, the creepiness really put me off Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I put, like, a lot of hours into that game, and I just stopped playing that because it got too creepy for me.
Yeah, I've heard that, because Emma's planning to play that at some point. It's on a big JRPG.
I'd get it cheap, because it is a bit creepy, that game.
It's. I think Emma can put up with it more than me. I think Emma just kind of rolls her eyes at it a lot. But me, I feel because it's done for me, I feel embarrassed. It's like someone's giving me a gift that I don't want. It's like, oh no, I don't actually want that. I know video game developers, you're doing this for me. I don't want it. I'm embarrassed that you think that that's how I feel. I'm embarrassed when I feel a video game developer thinks that's what I'll like and thinks it will make their game more memorable in some way. The thing I don't understand is, I've never understood this. This is a question for the whole internet, and I want to ask it. And this is a serious question. This is a serious fucking question, all right?
Fucking Dr. Serious over here. Go.
Dr. Serious, right? Do you not know how to get to Pornhub? No, I'm dead serious. Do you not know how to get to Pornhub? I'm not being crude. Why would anyone pay money just for those anime titties, right? What's the point? If you want to get your fix of anime girls, just Google. Just go to Google. It's free, right? Why would anyone pay money to play a video game that has stuff like that in it? It boggles my mind. I don't understand it. Can you explain it to me, Stevie?
Why do you think I would know? I don't know. Have you heard of, like, gacha games, though? Like, stuff like that exploits that too.
Yeah,
you're like paying for a gamble on which anime girl picture you want.
So Nier in particular doesn't it. I kind of felt like it was a bit of a joke anyway. When you can do the self-destruct and her clothes blow off, and it didn't bother me enough because at least she was kind of stylish.
Yeah, but then you also get that excuse with like Hideo Kojima having Quiet and saying it's fine because she breathes through her skin.
Yeah, but that's bullshit. I didn't like that. I did not like that. I did not like Quiet. I thought, oh, cool, another sniper, like Sniper Wolf in Metal Gear Solid 1. That was cool, right? That was cool. But Quiet, no, that was just creepy. I don't care if it's Hideo Kojima. It's creepy. Creepy is creepy. And Japan has a problem with that. The West has a problem with it. It's a different kind of problem, though. Japan is a country that I love. I love going there, but it was real clear to me that being a woman in Japan is not the same as being a dude in Japan at all. Like, I would not want to be a woman in Japan. I don't know if that's racist or whatever, but honestly, I wouldn't want to be a woman and work in Japan. I wouldn't want to be a woman and be a mother in Japan. Like, there's a lot of progression that needs to happen in that country. And that shows in their media. Not all their media. There's some wonderful stuff that comes out of Japan, of course, but there's also a lot of just sleaze, just sort of awkward sleaze, and the whole problem with sexualizing teenagers and sometimes children, but teenagers, especially teenage girls. You couldn't get away with that in this country, and that's what I'm saying. If Forbidden Planet's putting these probably comedic but also erotic manga that feature schoolgirls in their window, if there was a Western comic that did that, do you think they would sell it? If there was a Western animation that focused around a teacher who was getting hit on by one of their students, and it was for jokes, it was some sort of gag manga that also had, partial nudity in it and things like that, do you think that'd be acceptable? That wouldn't be acceptable.
It'd probably be in the Sun.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay.
No, not as in the Sun would publish it, as in the Sun would probably do an article about it.
But, should people be able to read whatever they want?
Yeah, and then again, the Sun is a disgusting paper anyway, so it's not like they're a moral beacon of anything.
No. Well, that's a hypothetical situation anyway. So that's how I feel about that. I have noticed that you are now a big drill man in space. Is this a different game?
No, this is the same game, Zero Ranger.
It's very orange.
Yeah, it's got a very distinct colour palette. Everything is sort of grey and orange, and it really makes use of that. It's very, very inventive of its colour palette in being a retro game. It sets it aside. And what makes it like Nier, like you may have asked? Well, essentially, at the very end of the game, there are some fourth wall breaking elements where you have to give up your save file.
Spoilers?
If you want to, well...
Spoilers? You can't spoil Nier, man. I've got to know...
I'm not spoiling Nier, I'm spoiling...
I don't care. In 100 years from now, I still won't spoil the end of Nier Automata. I refuse. Too special.
Which ending? There's a lot of them.
You know what I mean.
Have you played the Nier remake that came out recently?
No, it costs money.
I played it.
I almost bought the PS3 one, and then just as I found a copy, I was going to buy it. Well, not literally, but around the same time, I heard that a remake was being made. I haven't played it. Is it worth playing?
Yes, the remake is worth playing. Yeah.
Is it better than? Is it just all around better than the original one?
Yes, the original one, the combat is terrible. They completely rehauled the combat and made it look like Nier Automata in that respect.
Because Nier Automata was, my first entry into Nier. As a result of that, I did play through the entirety of Drakengard afterwards, which I really enjoyed. I don't know if enjoyed is the right... Have you played Drakengard on the PS2?
No. Which one? There are a couple of them, aren't there?
The first one, the very first one. It's the best game. It's the worst game.
Okay, what is the gameplay? Because I don't even know what the gameplay is supposed to be.
Imagine a really shitty version of Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors is already completely basic.
Yeah, I enjoyed Dynasty Warriors as a co-op game, but Drakengard is a bad version of that. It's slow, it's clunky, it's kind of ugly. The music is amazingly just disjointed and horrible, but it really does give this sense of insanity. Like, you do feel as you go through the game that you and the players and the characters in the game are losing their minds, just in terms of how gross the game is to play. I don't know. I don't really know how to
What do you
explain
mean? Like Silent Hill 2, in that it's not exactly the most pleasant game to play?
No. Like, it's physically, it's not a very good game. The music is like really grating. Some points of the music just loop over and over again. it's kind of like the game's trying to make you stop playing it at times. And to get the true endings, you have to jump through some really ridiculous hoops, which I did. I 100%ed I got the final ending. I won't spoil the end, but the very last part of Drakengard has a completely different gameplay type than the rest of the game.
What is it? Tell me.
The very, very last part of Drakengard, ending E, which requires you to get all the weapons in the game, which is very difficult to do, it suddenly turns into a rhythm game.
That's great. I love that.
I mean, it's less of a spoiler for Drakengard, but most people know about Drakengard or have heard about the end. But in the very last ending, it's a fantasy, medieval-style fantasy game with a dragon. At the very end of the game, you travel forward through time into modern-day Tokyo and have to complete this horrible rhythm game that was so difficult. I had to get Emma to do it, who's better at rhythm games than me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't complete Drakengard. Emma had to do the very last section of Drakengard for me. I tried, and it's complete. The gameplay's completely different.
That's funny.
It's kind of funny, but actually playing it, watching it on YouTube's one thing, but going through the entire game, because you have to play the game through multiple times. You have to play the levels multiple times.
Well, that's the same with Nier, the first Nier.
You have to do it multiple times, and then you get to the very end, and you have to play this bad rhythm game. It's not a good rhythm game.
How does it work?
Bad rhythm game. How does it work? Let me remember. There's something... It's also a three-dimensional rhythm game in that you are on a dragon flying around the edge of this creature, this boss monster, and it's shooting out these waves. Some of the waves are black and some of the waves are white. And you have to press, I think, X for black and circle for white at the right time to negate the waves. Otherwise, you get hit and take damage. And that's it. But the patterns are really convoluted. I'm pretty sure I read that Yoko Taro put it in as a joke.
Well, it seems like isn't E supposed to be like the joke ending? Because I know that Nier is essentially based off the joke endings of
yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, I didn't know that because I only played Nier Automata, which has the last ending being the most potent and powerful ending, I think. So I didn't really know. I was trying to go through Drakengard spoiler-free, just to see where all this started. I wanted to play the first one, which I did. I tried playing the second one, which is just too generic, strangely enough. This Drakengard 2 fixes almost everything with Drakengard 1, but in the process makes it a more generic and less interesting game. So I didn't actually finish that one.
Oh, a bit like how some people feel about No More Heroes 2.
I never played No More Heroes 2.
Did you play No More Heroes 3? It came out recently.
Nope. I played No More Heroes 1 when it was out. In retrospect, I didn't really understand what No More Heroes was. I thought it was like a Bayonetta-style action game. I had no idea about Suda51 and his work at all. So some of the more meta parts of the game just flew over my head at that time. I would like to go back to it. I've always planned to go back and play No More Heroes with the understanding that, again, it has this real sense of authorship, auteur theory, I guess.
Yeah, we don't get enough of that in VG games.
I know, but that's not what I was expecting. I played Bayonetta and seen this game, and you have a lightsaber katana thing. I thought, oh, that looks good. I'll play that, and then it's just insane, isn't it? It's just a crazy man game, which I think I'd really like these days. But at the time when I played it, and I had to do the stupid coconut mini game over and over.
No, that is bullshit. The coconut mini game.
Exactly. I couldn't finish the game. I got quite far through it. And I got stuck on some of the bosses. You know, is the gameplay even that great? Not really. It's okay. It's serviceable, but that's not why people were playing it. But that's why I was playing it. That's why I never really got through it, and didn't really think to look up the sequels.
Oh,
I
well, I'd
mean,
like the new one is very interesting. I'd really like to know your opinion on that when you play it.
I'll play it one day. I got a lot of games to play. There's too many games in the world, Stevie. You probably have realised this too.
Yeah. What game? Yeah. So I don't know why you waste playing crap when you could be. You should play Amnesia. One of those. They're good.
Played Soma. I played Soma. I feel like I got my taste of that. I don't think it's a type of game that I would get too much out of. But I'm glad I played Soma. And I think I played Soma before Silent Hill 2. I think that was my sort of gateway drug into horror games. Not that I've really delved that deeply into horror games, but
Or
if it weren't
horror
for
in
Soma,
general.
well, horror in general. If it wasn't for Soma, I wouldn't have plucked up the courage to finally play Silent Hill 2, which I'm glad I did, and mainly because you suggested it so many times.
Yeah, and the other Silent Hill games as well.
Oh yeah, they all. Hold on, am I supposed to be maintaining this persona of Silent Hill not being good and Alone in the Dark being good?
Whatever you want.
Is this a peek behind the curtain?
Which? So which do you prefer? Do you prefer Silent Hill 2 or Shattered Memories? Because I think those are the two best, personally.
I think Silent Hill. You know, no one seems to talk about Silent Hill Shattered Memories all that much. I don't see it mentioned in a lot of things. Silent Hill related. I think it gets lumped in with all of the other Western ones that seem terrible. I'm not going to bother playing. But Shattered Memories was very good, and I played it. I played Silent Hill Shattered Memories fittingly when our boiler was broken. In winter last year, our boiler just clonked and died. For about a week, we had no hot water and no heating in our house. And this was like in February. It was freezing. And it was so cold, we'd wrap ourselves up in blankets and you just stay still. You wouldn't want to move around too much. And, Emma had recently done some jiggery pokery on our PSP that we have and had hacked it. So I could play anything I wanted. I know, I could play anything I wanted, and I decided to play Shattered Memories. And it was perfect. I was playing this cold, dark game in my cold, dark house. And it was just, I played the whole thing in a couple of sittings, really. Because it wasn't a tricky game gameplay-wise. It's not a cryptic game. There's no real puzzles. There's some, but they're not too tricky. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the atmosphere. I really enjoyed the aesthetics of it all. I enjoyed the story. It's certainly a better telling of Silent Hill 1, basically, if that's what it's kind of trying to be.
Well, it's an interesting twist on a remake. I like the idea that the whole spookiness of the first game is essentially just, spoiler alert, is essentially just the delusions of the main character in the end. Or the main character is a delusion.
Yeah, and I played that one after Silent Hill 2, and this is the interesting thing. So I thought that all Silent Hill games were like that. I thought all Silent Hill games focused on a character and their psychological troubles at the time, and that Silent Hill manifested itself in a particular way to mirror or to represent those psychological troubles or traumas. That's what I thought Silent Hill was. So when I played Silent Hill 1 and then Silent Hill 3, I was kind of disappointed. I think that the literal kind of culty storyline is bad for Silent Hill. I think Silent Hill 3 in particular, because I kind of overlooked Silent Hill 1. It's okay. It's kind of to me, it's a prototypical Silent Hill game. But Silent Hill 3, it has the atmosphere and the sound design and the horrible, gruesome, gritty, dirty graphics style. And then the storyline is kind of wrapped up in this stupid, almost comical cult villains, these villainous cultists, and it's dumb. I feel if you could take Silent Hill 4, which I think does the cult in a better way, but it felt more like Silent Hill 3, if you could merge those two games together, it would be a very good Silent Hill game. Not to say either 4 or 3 are bad, but they're not my favourite, but they're very good. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, they're good. I really like Silent Hill 4. It is a lot like No More Heroes in that I appreciate what it's doing, even if I don't think it's the best game. It's trying something different.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I really, again, Silent Hill 4 is a game that I enjoy when I look back on it, but at the actual time of playing it, it wasn't always so much fun. Some of the things that most people have trouble with didn't bother me so much. That the kind of the escort part of it wasn't so bad. Playing the levels again, that was worse. Having to replay the same levels twice.
And a lot of
twice.
people usually point out the escort missions and
I didn't
that's
mind
the common complaint.
I forget what the girl's name is in it. I thought that she was actually programmed very well on a purely sort of mechanical basis. It wasn't as bad as even some modern games where characters just get stuck on stuff and things like that. She can attack things, she follows you around. I really didn't find that to be a problem, but having to replay the levels again was lame. That's lame. I thought that was kind of lazy. And I know why, because you got to make a game a certain length. But no, I didn't like that part of it. But then, at the same time, there were elements of it that I did like going through the second time. I like that Walter stalks you through these areas. I like that part of it, and I think that worked better in the second half of the game. I think if they did that from the very beginning, it wouldn't have been as threatening to me. But yeah, I liked it. I liked revisiting the room and going back to the room. And
I think all the stuff in the room is definitely the strongest stuff in the game.
Yeah.
Especially, I think, when it starts to mess with your safety in the room and what you can expect.
Like that. Again, the second half of the game, when you in the traditional gameplay parts of it, you're replaying levels, but when you go back to your safe room and it suddenly isn't very safe anymore, there's no where to hide. There's nowhere in the game that's safe anymore. So you play the game for like 4 or 5 hours having this safe space that's suddenly taken away from you, and that's a very powerful thing. But there's a lot to love about Silent Hill 4. I don't know why people call it the worst one. I honestly don't.
It's definitely the most... I'm in a difficult bit now. It's definitely... It's the hardest to love, I would say, because it definitely does have a lot of issues.
Have a lot of issues, but honestly, I think if they just did another one, Silent Hill 3.5, that would have also been... It probably would have been a very good game, but at that point, would you have seen the same thing too many times?
Yeah. It was also, Silent Hill 4 was originally supposed to not be a Silent Hill game.
Is that true? I've read that. I don't know.
It's originally just called The Room.
Trying not to make a pun about Tommy Wiseau. I really am.
Oh, you can do it. Although I'm sure other people have done it.
The listeners are doing it in their head right now. Have we got any listeners?
No.
Well, that means we can tell people it was the best stream ever and no one can argue with us.
Yeah, oh fuck God. Do you see? Are you looking at the game and how hard it is at the moment?
I just see a cheeky skeleton.
The skeleton is cheeky. This is a reference to the genocide ending of Undertale, by the way.
I never played Undertale either.
You should play Undertale, it's very good.
I know. I think it's one of those things
What do you mean?
where the fans.
Oh God! Don't be like that. That's silly. You're silly.
I know, but it's a bit weird. I don't know.
What do you mean?
There's an intensity to these fans that makes me think this
God,
game...
you're silly.
Oh,
it's a good game. Really. The Pope has it.
I know the Pope really enjoys Undertale in his spooky palace. I had so many games to play, Stevie. I'm playing them.
Yeah, and then you play Alone in the Dark.
I needed a palate cleanser after Silent Hill 4. I was a bit Silent Hilled out, actually, after Silent Hill 4. I thought, you know what, I kind of feel like I've had enough of Silent Hill. I think Silent Hill 4 was a good place to stop, really. I've got no plans to play any of the other Western ones.
You don't want to play Silent Hill Origins or Silent Hill Homecoming or Silent Hill?
Them?
No. Maybe at a push. Silent Hill Origins. That's an okay one, but it's basically a repeat of Silent Hill 1, but for the PSP.
No. I think I've been looking at playing those. Is it Project Zero, the camera one?
Oh yeah. Project Zero / Fatal Frame is.
Fatal Frame. Sorry, I forget.
Project Zero is the Europe name.
I see. Those look like they might be interesting. A next place to go after Silent Hill. But you can tell me. I don't know.
I haven't played any of them.
Oh.
And I'm stuck on this.
You can't just... You're stuck on the Skellington.
I don't know.
I wouldn't have done that.
Oh, this is going to be you pretending that you're so much better at games than me.
Oh, I don't know.
What games are you best at then?
I think I don't know. What am I best at? Most comfortable playing? I like my platformers. That's what I have like the most experience playing, I suppose.
What, like Gex?
I suppose like Gex. I feel more at home playing 2D platformers. I feel more at home playing 3D platformers and action games. I mean, I know it's been a source of jokes in the past, but I do really like Metal Gear Rising
and Sonic 06
and Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. Those are games where I can play them over and over and over and over and over and over and over again and get a little bit better each time. Kind of like the shmups. That's where I feel comfortable with that kind of mentality of going in and just playing a stage or just a part of a stage and really memorizing parts of it and playing against the bosses and trying to no damage the bosses and things like that. That's where I don't want to say I'm good at those games, but that's what I like to play at that kind of level. I'm by no means exceptionally good at any of those games, but I'd say I'm above average at those games. I'm good all the time in. I play Metal Gear Rising for hours. I play Bayonetta tens of times through. Those two are the ones that I play the most at. Oh. What games am I good at?
Sorry, I was trying to do something and then it went.
Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising. Project, yeah, that's kind of a niche thing. Project I forced myself to get good at Project Eva. And I do like playing bad games. I like working my way through the glitches can almost see the code when a game's really bad, and you can see the code like you're Neo in the Matrix.
Okay, I didn't hear that last bit, so that bit came out as random. How are you like Neo in the Matrix?
Yeah. No, that's all I had to say. I'm like Neo in the Matrix.
Okay, what did you think? Oh,
no,
but
what I
like
meant
Matrix
was
4.
I like playing bad games because I like to work my way through
Oh, I
the
see.
glitches and the jank, and sometimes you feel like it's a tug of war between you and the game, like the actual game code itself is fighting against you, and I quite like getting through games that are broken and finding ways to get around all the glitches and actually complete the games. That's why I was playing Alone in the Dark, because it's kind of fun in a weird way.
No excuse. So, because you like character action games so much, that must mean you must have heard the news about Platinum, and that they're not going to be doing games anymore.
I read that Platinum Games are going to shift towards
rubbish games.
Yeah, live service, open world kind of games. I mean, I love Platinum Games, but I have to be honest, they haven't really put anything out for a long time. Nier Automata aside, they haven't really put anything out for a long time. I'm talking about Metal Gear Rising. That game came out in 2013. It's nearly a decade old.
Yeah, but Nier Automata. That's
Nier
a big
Automata,
game.
yeah. It's a big game, but it's not a Platinum Games game, is it?
It is. They made it.
They made it, yeah, but it's not the kind of game you would associate.
And they're doing Bayonetta 3.
I'll believe it when I see it.
What do you mean? There's footage of it. You do know there's gameplay footage of it.
But it's been a very long time.
Yeah.
And
it's not like Metroid
2...
Prime 4.
It's almost like Metroid Prime 4.
No, that doesn't have any gameplay footage of it.
It's like Beyond Good and Evil 2.
No, it's not. Beyond Good and Evil 2 has been dead for years.
Half-Life 3, Bayonetta 3, basically the same.
Half-Life 3 came out recently.
Did it?
Yeah, on VR, remember?
I didn't see the number 3.
Well, it was basically Half-Life 3.
Basically. So Nier, yeah, it's not really a Platinum's game kind of game. It's more of a Square Enix and Yoko Taro saying, we don't know how to make a sort of not a mid-budget game with a high level of quality. We'll get Platinum Games to make it, and they made a very good game. But it's not the kind of game I would associate with Platinum Games usually. So what else have they put out? Not all that much. Bits and pieces here and there. Scalebound, cancelled. The Transformers game they made was very good. The Transformers licensed game. There's a Legend of Korra game, another budget title. It was good. But again, that's like 7 or 8 years ago. What's happened in the meantime? 100 for... Oh, bloody hell, I still can't say it. 100 for... 10...
Wonderful 101.
Yeah, that was re-released. I still haven't played that. Astral Chain. Was Astral Chain good?
I never played it.
No, exactly.
How is that their fault though that we didn't play it?
Because it just didn't speak to me.
Alright.
Like, as a game that I wanted to play.
Wasn't it your profile picture, the Wonderful 101?
No.
Used to be.
On what? Twitter?
Yeah.
Silly Stevie, that's Kamen Rider. You don't know anything about Japanese.
You were the one slagging Japanese culture off earlier.
I just threw it. Well, I mean, every culture has its bad parts. You think British culture's that great?
No, we're very transphobic at the moment, is what we're doing.
We have a clown prime minister.
Yeah, not a real prime minister.
Not a real one. The court jester has put on the crown.
Oh, that's good. You could write for Private Eye.
Oh, do you think so?
Yeah, with satire like that, the court jester has put on the crown. Really good.
You can use that. You can use that. Is this the same spaceship game? Is this a different one?
This is a different one. This is called Blue Revolver.
I think I've heard of this. Do you have to pay for these games?
Yes, you do have to pay for these.
Outrageous! Outrageous!
No, they're good. They're independent games.
I didn't know you were into shmups like this. I had no idea.
I like a good old shmup. Ikarugas I've got on my Switch. I play a lot.
It's hard though.
They are hard. That is kind of the point of them.
I know. But sometimes when you come home from work, you just... I say that again. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense because, again, I play Metal Gear Rising on the hardest difficulty most times. When I'm playing Metal Gear Rising, I'm playing on very hard or Revengeance. That's the level I like it to play at. So why can't I do the same thing with these shmups? I don't know. It's just I see the pattern of bullets sometimes and my brain just can't comprehend how to
Well,
do
what about the pattern of bullets in this game?
Oh, this looks more manageable. I mean, this isn't bullet hell. I think it's bullet hell I look at and it really puts me off.
Well, that got a bit bullet helly at the end of that boss.
Oh, I bet you've only just gotten to the boss on my screen.
Oh. No, I died.
I wouldn't have done that, but that's...
Yeah, you would have. You would have died way before Grandma.
No.
Yeah, you would have.
Before Grandma, is that the name of this boss? Grandma boss?
Yeah, Grandmama.
Oh, I'd love to play a shmup where like a giant grandma came out of it. Kind of like The Binding of Isaac, but a shooter like this.
Hello, my name is Grandmama. It's you.
Yeah, she shoots a laser out of her mouth. God. Wait, am I Grandmama?
Yeah, you're Grandmama.
Oh dear, is this a good stream? Are you guys enjoying it? All those listeners out there?
There's no
Give me
one.
a cheer.
Hey, there might be someone listening.
Wouldn't we know? If you're listening, give us some money. Wait a minute, it says there's 3 people.
Does it really?
Yeah, that means someone's there.
Hey, hello person listening. It's nice of you.
Wow. Oh, that's so cool. Unless it's like me twice. I've somehow... Have I got the tab open twice?
Oh God, I hope not.
Oh, I'm glad someone's given us some sympathy. Someone's watching us out of pure pity.
No, because they like us.
Is it your mum, Stevie? Is your mum watching you out of pity?
No.
It's probably my mum. My mum thinks I'm cool.
No, she doesn't.
No. My mum thinks I'm nice, though. That's fine.
That's nice.
Yeah. Does your mum think that you're nice?
My mum thinks I'm cool.
Your mum thinks you're cool?
Yeah.
What does she say? Because of your moustache?
Yeah, because of my moustache and my wicked cool wheelies that I do on my bike.
Somehow I can't imagine you riding a bicycle.
Whoa, what's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Is that implying something? What does that imply? Finish your thought. What's that supposed to mean?
Let's be honest, Steve. You're a little bit clumsy. You're a little bit of a clumsy.
Oh, is that what it was? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I can imagine you getting your shoelaces stuck in the gears.
I believe that. I believe that. Yeah. I believe it. No, I don't.
Remember that time you came around my house and broke the shower?
I didn't break the shower.
That's what I mean. I can't imagine you getting on a bicycle without just...
I didn't break your shower.
Messing it up.
I didn't break your shower. That is a lie.
Listener, single listener. That's a lie, apparently. I'll leave that up to you. Just to figure out the truth. Just try and imagine Stevie Grant riding a bicycle.
What? Why? Are you saying? Okay, it's because I'm too fat, isn't it?
I don't know.
I'll say what you don't want to say. You're calling me fat, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Skinny little Michael.
I'm not saying that.
Skinny little Michael.
I didn't say you were fat. Honestly,
you did. You said. You said
Slowly,
I can't get on a bike because it will make people laugh because I'm so rotund.
I imagine you getting on a bike, forgetting how to ride a bike, and then just slowly rolling into a bush or something. That sounds like something you would do.
Because you think I'm so fat.
I didn't say you were fat.
You did.
Are you fat?
No.
There you go. Then you're not fat. Can you ride a bike?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I can't.
Can you?
No.
I don't even know what's the truth and what's a lie anymore. Who knows?
Could
Listen
be
up.
anything.
If you think Stevie Grant can ride a bike, give me £10 on my Patreon. www.thesteviegrant@patreon.com.
Why do you keep saying about Patreon? Do you want us to get a Patreon?
No, I'm just because we're streaming and that's what streamer people say.
Should we get a Patreon, Michael?
So Stevie can get a new bicycle with stabilizers.
Yeah. Have you ever played Shovel Knight, Michael?
Right. You're going to be really mad, right?
What?
I own Shovel Knight. I have Shovel Knight on disc. I have a physical copy of Shovel Knight on my shelf. I'm looking at it. I can literally see it. I've never played it.
I'm playing it right now.
Well, I can see that. The part where it said Shovel Knight kind of gave it away.
Or this might convince you to bloody
I already own the game.
This might convince you to play it though.
I've got a physical copy of Axiom Verge on the shelf.
It's a good
that I've
game.
been needing to play.
Have you got amnesia?
Oh, my memory's fine.
No, you silly boy. No, you silly McGoggle.
Did you call me a silly winkle?
Silly McGoggle.
That's not very nice.
Mm.
Are you telling me that I've got memory problems?
Yeah. No, I'm telling you to play the video game.
Well, I would, but I'm talking to you.
Well, watch me play it then.
I recently got a modded Region 3 Super Famicom, which means I can finally play my copy of Donkey Kong Country 2 that I have in Japanese for some reason. So I'm probably going to be playing that because I played Donkey Kong Country 1 quite a lot. I love it. But Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3 I never played.
I've played all of them. Donkey Kong dies in the last one.
Oh no. What, in ending E?
Yeah. You have to play.
DK.
Yeah, ending DK. Yeah, it's like near. You got to play it about 50 times to get the full story.
Oh dear.
Oh near.
Oh near. Oh near.
Oh near. Oh near. Oh near. Do you think Yoko Taro was inspired by Chuckle-Vision?
Probably, but he would never admit it. Isn't it like that? Yeah, I've never played Deadly Premonition, and I've never watched Twin Peaks, but when I see the two side by side, I can see that one probably influenced the other. But doesn't the lead director or whatever of Deadly Premonition maintain that he's never even heard of Twin Peaks before?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So Yoko Taro would never admit that he loves the Chuckle Brothers. Maybe
the Chuckle Brothers love him.
The Nier remake was a tribute to
Full Chuckle.
Yeah.
Oh, near. Oh, near.
Oh,
Oh,
near,
no,
oh,
near. Oh,
So
don't.
what's worse, me calling you clumsy or me calling you a hipster?
They're calling me a hipster.
Now let's review the evidence. Stevie Grant.
Do you know what I think was worse out of all three, though? If you include the three insulting things you said to me today.
I've only said.
No, it's that you when you said I was fat.
I never said you were fat.
You did. You said I'm a
I
bit.
never said you were fat.
You said I look like
Is this
Mr. Blob.
recorded?
You said I look like Mr. Blobby.
You do look like Mr. Blobby, but that's okay.
What? You just said I can't believe you. I was joking before, but now you've literally just said I was fat.
You're pink and smiley and spotty.
Can't believe you just said that I look
fat.
like you say I look like Mr. Blobby.
Do you have a crinkly bottom?
I live in Crinkly Bottom. I live in you know Mr. Blobby's house is abandoned and it's got loads of like graffiti over it. Yeah, I live in there.
Oh, you live in there.
That's where That's where this podcast is. No, that's where this stream is being broadcast from. It's being broadcast from Crinkly Bottom.
Mm-hmm. Stevie's the only one left at Noel Edmonds' house party.
Yeah.
Blobby, blobby, blobby.
I can't believe you called me that.
I said you like Mr. Blobby. I didn't say you are Mr.
You said I'm Mr. Blobby and that children get scared of me when I'm in a room because I'm so rotund.
Oh,
that's what you said.
Rotund?
That's what you said about me.
I never said that. I said that you're like Mr. Blobby. You're also quite annoying.
What? Now you're genuinely being nasty. Not playing with you anymore.
I didn't say you're very annoying.
You said I'm genuinely annoying.
I said you're quite annoying.
What if I made an insult about you?
You already have.
What was it?
Have you ever said anything mean to me? No, you haven't actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Do you know what this is? You're just a homophobe.
Now, Steve.
Yeah. You're just a homophobe. Big person.
I'm a hobophobe.
You're a homophobe.
I'm a hobophobe. I'm scared of homeless people.
Yeah. And
I'm terrified.
And gay people.
I'm scared of gay people.
Yeah, because you're just too angry at them. You're not scared of them, you're just fucking angry.
Am I jealous that they can play games better than me? Is that what it is?
Is it? Yeah, are you jealous that I'm playing Shovel Knight further than you ever have?
Don't call me a homophobe. That's not very nice.
Well, you shouldn't be so nice. Oh, that's not very nice. You were just talking. You were just saying that I was fat. That I was annoying. You said I was annoying.
I did say you were annoying. That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, would you disagree with that?
Yes, of course I would disagree with that.
If I phoned your mum and said, Mrs. Stevie Grant's mum, is Stevie Grant annoying? I bet she'd be like, ooh, sure is.
My mouth is agape right now. I can't believe you say I'm annoying.
I said you're quite annoying. It's true.
I can't, but you're still going on of saying it. Even when I said, oh, are you saying nice things about me, you're still going on saying I'm annoying. When I've only ever said nice things about you. I hope that makes you feel awful.
Yeah. But, you know, someone's got to say it.
Fuck you!
I'm like the Wall Street Journal telling the truth. I'm like the BBC News. Stevie Grant is quite annoying at times.
I'm not annoying.
You're being annoying now.
How am I being annoying?
You're really bad at this game.
I'm not actually.
and that offends me.
How am I bad at this game? Have you seen me die once?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
You got killed by that dragon.
No, I didn't.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, exactly. I did die, actually. I just tested you, so that tests that you're not even looking.
I was. Wait, so I was right.
No, you're not. You're not, because you're not even looking.
Right, listener.
If you were looking, you'd know.
The listener knows. I wonder who it is. I bet it's Rip Tear the Skin guy. Remember him?
What, a gay porn star from the 70s?
No. Tear the Skin. Oh, do you not remember? You have amnesia.
Oh, what do you mean, tear the skin guy?
There was a Chuckle-Bits fan. And he used to send us pictures on Twitter.
Oh, I remember. Oh, yeah. To the skin guy. Oh, that was funny. Do you remember we had there was a gay Nazi who didn't like us?
Oh, yeah.
He was a furry.
Gay furry.
He was a gay furry Nazi, yeah.
We're not really liked amongst the furry community.
Not the furry community, but the Nazi furry community.
Not the gay. Why did I say gay? The gay.
Yeah, and the because don't forget you are homophobic yourself.
I'm not homophobic.
You are. Take back what you said about me being annoying. Then
that's got nothing to do with your sexuality. Actually, I didn't even know you were gay until right now.
Take back what you said about me being annoying.
No, you're using your sexuality as a weapon, not as a sexy weapon, but as a get Michael to tell everyone that I'm not annoying weapon.
I'm not annoying.
You're never annoying. You've never been annoying ever.
Oh, have you never been annoying?
No, me? I've never been annoying. Ever. My whole life.
Well, then I ain't either.
Alright then. Fine. Don't even care. Did you hear that, listeners? Stevie Grant said he doesn't want to be my friend anymore.
No, dude. Not annoying.
You said you didn't want to be my friend anymore.
Right.
Sad.
I do want to be your friend. Not
but that's
annoying.
not what you said. That's not what you said, though, is it? You said, Michael, I don't want to be your friend anymore.
When did I say that? I didn't say that.
You did. You said you don't
No,
want
I
to be my
didn't
friend.
say that. I didn't say that.
You did.
Now you've just been a silly bugger.
I said, Stevie, we're BFFs.
No, you definitely didn't say that. You definitely didn't say that.
You did. I did. You said, you're not my friend anymore. My best friend is, PewDiePie.
I never said that. Why would I say that?
Did. You said, my best friend is the Friday Night at Freddy's man.
No, I definitely wouldn't say that.
You did.
Right, Michael, you can decide. Should I go for Spectre Night or King Night?
I don't know the difference, but King sounds cool.
Okay. Anyway.
I hope this is quality entertainment for somebody.
Well,
Stevie Grant being mean to me.
You're the one who's mean to me. You've said so many mean things to me today that I'm annoying.
You're showing your true colours tonight, Stevie. I realise now that you're actually heterophobic.
Well, I've realised that you're not only homophobic, but a bit of a racist as well.
Jesus. Yeah. Okay.
And
because you're an ethnic minority.
Because I'm a minority, yeah.
Because you've got a blonde moustache.
Because some of my family is Spanish.
Is that true? I don't even know if that's true.
That is true. Yeah. And So yeah, I know you. I know you support Trump.
What?
You're a Trump.
Support him.
Yeah,
I'm a Trump.
you're a Trumper, as they call you. Which is it's funny because that means you're a farter.
Yeah.
If you're
Well, I've seen your Boris Johnson pajamas, Stevie. So you can't talk.
well, I've seen your I love Boris Johnson wallpaper.
Yeah. Well, I've seen your little Boris Johnson tattoo that you have on your bum cheek.
I've seen your your complete collection of Boris Johnson panini stickers that you bought at Sweet Shop.
Took me ages to get all those. We trade in the playgrounds, yeah.
You had to trade in a
Well,
load of
sticker
Tony
album.
Blairs for some.
Yeah. Tony Blair's are really common, but the Bojos, those are rare. I got a shiny Bojo.
Yeah. Just wanna play video games.
Yep.
That was a good song.
I want to play video games. I don't want to be homophobic or racist. So I better say that. What do I have to do to not be racist?
Say that I'm not annoying.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if this joke, being two white guys.
Oh, just say I'm not annoying.
Is in poor taste.
Oh, what, you think we're gonna get cancelled like Jimmy Carr?
Did he get cancelled then? Did that happen? Whoopi Goldberg's almost been cancelled.
Yeah,
Jimmy. Running out of people to cancel. It's got to be me next, really, isn't it?
Do you know why? Do you know why Jimmy Carr's been cancelled?
I don't actually know. I assume he did a naughty.
He made a joke about the Gypsy Romani people that basically said, well, if you want, I could repeat the joke.
No, probably shouldn't. Twitch can hear everything that you're saying.
Basically, it's the point of the joke was basically said that it was a good thing that the Nazis killed gypsies in the Holocaust.
It's a bit rough.
Yeah.
It's a bit rough. So he's cancelled, is he?
So he's cancelled now, yeah. But
Who's cancelled? I never even heard of him.
Jimmy Carr.
Who?
Jimmy Carr.
Who? I never heard it.
Jimmy Carr.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know Jimmy's car.
No.
You know Jimmy Carr.
I know. I think I need to go soon.
Right. Well, we'll finish up. Let me finish this stage, and then we'll.
Yeah, that might take a while.
What do you mean that might take a while? I've already gotten to the end of it.
Yeah, I mean. Do you want some tips?
What's some tips on this game you've never played?
So, the enemies, they'll try to hit you with their attacks. And what you want to do is make sure that they don't do that. Because if they do, you will lose some life. And you don't want to do that. If you can follow this tip, you'll get quite far.
If you've been watching, you'd realise I'm doing quite good, actually.
I don't know.
Just say I'm not annoying.
I would use a different weapon.
You can only
Is it really bothered you that much? Is it really bothered you that much that I said you're quite annoying? Like Mr. Blobby?
You don't like me.
Don't do that. Oh, don't do that. You make me feel bad.
You don't like me.
Yeah, well, you're not my friend anymore, and that's not my fault. You said you don't want to be my friend.
Me. But you said that I was annoying.
Don't do that. That's the most pathetic sound I've ever heard. Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh. Fine then, I'm annoying.
You're not 100% annoying, just like 60%.
No, I'm annoying. Join us.
60% annoying.
Join us next week, viewer, for more annoying.
Are we doing this again? What's the plan? There is a viewer, so tell the viewer the plan. Right, we did record a podcast, viewer. But, you know, podcasts take a while to edit, and that's fine. So we thought we might do something a bit more spontaneous once a week and do these streamy poos. Not a literal streamy poo, but just like a little... Anyway,
What are you talking about?
Thought it might be fun. Hopefully I don't say anything I regret in the future. You know what? I don't want to get cancelled.
Have you said anything you regret this week?
Well, you said I was homophobic and racist.
Yeah.
So it's more of me regretting talking to you at all.
No, it's more of you being mean to me.
I haven't been mean to you. I'm not a
You've been
homophobe.
to me.
Nor am I a racist.
Right, things you have said to me today is that people will laugh if I ever try and ride a bike.
No,
That I'm like Mr. Blobby.
Yeah, that's true.
You've said that this is like a bully being confronted with things he's done and not being regretful for any of them. Said that I am annoying.
I said you're quite annoying.
Yeah, why do you keep adding that as if it makes it anything better?
Well, it's the truth. That's what I said. I said you're quite annoying. You're like You remind me of Mr. Blobby.
Yeah, that's a negative.
And I said I can't imagine you riding a bike. It is a very funny image. Just thinking about it makes me laugh.
What? What do you mean? Just thinking about it makes me laugh.
just.
Someone's made you a bully today.
I just imagine you rolling down a hill.
What? Oh, why rolling down a hill? 'Cause I'm fat.
No, not because you're fat.
Yeah, it is. It is. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said rolling.
No, I meant rolling like the Limp Bizkit song.
Oh, how is that different from rolling due to fatness? Explain that.
Cooler. It's cooler. Keep
No,
rolling. That's way cool. A bit of rap metal for you, you know. Oh, I think it's time for me to board the train to bed.
I'm nearly done with the boss.
Yeah, I mean that's not happening though, is it? That's
well, let me at least kill the boss, and then.
I think you need to abandon this game.
What, Shovel Knight?
Yeah. I think maybe you should go back to playing an easier game.
Like what? Kirby.
Kirby. Oh, well, I wouldn't have said you look like Kirby, but now that you've mentioned
Oh, shut up! Why are you being so mean today? What's making you so meanie beanie?
Not me.
You are being meanie today. You're being.
You're a grumbly wumbly.
No, you're being so mean today.
I'm not.
I bet it's Emma who bullies you, so you're trying to bully me because of that.
The bullied becomes the bully. Yeah, I mean you are very pink.
What's that got to do with anything?
Kirby's pink.
You are a bully.
Mr. Blobby's pink.
I'm going to pretend this boss is you, and there, killed him. Just did it.
Well, I'm glad I could help you. That was part of the plan all along.
No, it wasn't. It's you being a meanie beanie.
A beanie baby.
Right, so what we learnt from this stream was that Michael hates me. So
and Stevie doesn't want to be my friend anymore.
No, not really. So
join us again next week.
Bye.